The distinguishing features of futuristic cars. Well, as everyone is saying, the future is here, especially when it comes to the technology and automobile industry. In the past, when the car was first invented, it did not have any of these fancy and cool tech features in it. The main purpose of a car was only to drive, but with this new era of the fast-paced industry, it is growing at an alarming rate, and here, nothing seems to be impossible. The ideas or even mere thoughts and questions like the what-ifs are now actually turning into a reality, where scientists are trying to discover and invent new features to improve, especially in the field of automobiles and technology. Curious to know more about what these cool features can be? Well, let's find out. The automobile industry rapidly improves at an alarming rate every year, bringing out these incredible new and exciting technology features for cars. Cars and their features are constantly changing all the time. It seems like every year a new technology comes out and kind of rapidly advances our everyday vehicles of choice, adding new technology to improve the existing functions, or they are completely radicalizing the design. But when we come to think about it, we don't know what exactly we can expect from the future cars. Or will they rapidly help to improve, or have we perfected the design? We are back with another interesting video. Here today, we are going to tell you about the distinguishing features of futuristic cars. Let's get into the video right away. Well, here we have picked out some of the most exciting technology, concepts, and features, which are said to be in the upcoming models for the future of cars. Tesla Cybertruck. We cannot forget to mention Tesla when it comes to discussing futuristic cars and their designs. That Tesla Cybertruck, which was unveiled back in 2019, has not yet been released due to some unavoidable circumstances, but has recently released a report that there is a possibility of it coming into the market in 2023. The most amazing feature of this car is said to be its resilience, and the car was built keeping this feature as a highlight in mind. It uses ultra-hard 30x cold-rolled stainless steel structural skin, which is mainly to harden the outer frame of the car, which is a very fancy yet complicated way of saying that the frame of the car is seriously strong and sturdy. There is now an infamous video on the internet showing how the Cybertruck's windows were easily destroyed by Musk at the unveiling ceremony of Cybertruck, but Tesla is claiming that the car's powerful strength extends up to the windows. The ultra-strong glass and the polymer-layered composite will supposedly said to absorb and redirect force, which in turn will keep your windows safe. The details of when and where the car is going to be released is still unclear, but we are sure looking forward to its cool new design. Another one of the cool features we can expect to see in the future cars is the biometric car access. Have you thought keyless entry and push-button ignition were some cool features to ever be invented and put on your car? You might be in for a great shock as to what comes next. In the very near future, we can expect to see motorists and drivers unlocking their cars using their fingerprints or by scanning their eyeballs. It's said that now all the major automotive manufacturing companies are now working towards fingerprint readers and retina scanners in order to identify the owners of a vehicle, and also get cars to open and start without the owners having to do anything more than placing their finger on a door handle to read their fingerprint, or look through a window to scan their retina to unlock the door. This type of biometric access can be seen in being adapted from the latest security technology being used in cell phones. And why not, if these types of unique identification features and security features should be available on cars and other vehicles very shortly, which would make our lives so much easier. Three-dimensional 3D gestures. In the future, rather than having to annoyingly fiddle with and trying to work out touchscreens, buttons, and joysticks, how cool would it be if people could be able to control the functions of their cars with simple hand gestures? These gestures are called 3D gestures or 3D gesturing, which will help allow people to open or close the windows of their cars just with a waving of their hands up and down, or even answer an incoming phone call by pointing at the dashboard, or maybe even shutting the engine off just by using the simple gesture of waving their hand over the steering wheel. Efforts like these are underway in the automobile companies to help integrate the 3D gestures with voice commands so that people can literally take full control of their vehicles without having to take their eyes off the road or any distractions. Smartwatch integration. Smartwatches are now widely used in various ways, right from counting your calories to heart rate and even finding your phone. But how cool would it be if you could use it to control your cars too? This is one invention that seems super possible to happen anywhere in the next 4 to 6 years. Currently, there are different kinds of apps that are available to allow people to use their smartphone to perform different functions with their car, and these functions include unlocking the doors and turning off the alarm. And since this invention's not cool and futuristic enough, many engineers at automotive companies are currently looking at smartwatches and technology that is wearable to help people control their vehicles remotely. For example, at Hyundai, the company is using Android Wear apps to help people in performing a number of remote automotive features, like the starting and shutting off of the engine, and even locking and unlocking the doors. They are also used to flash the lights and sound the horn and alarm. The Android Wear app is also said to help people find their car or call for roadside assistance. The smartwatch integration feature would be extra cool because of the fact that many of these functions can be performed via voice commands on the smartwatch. Augmented reality navigation. It is now a basic necessity to have a navigation system for every car. It's a great way to keep your eyes on the road rather than using our phone to constantly check for the right directions. But in the 21st century, simply guiding you from one place to another is not enough without the use of virtual reality being involved. For vehicles such as Mercedes-Benz's MBUX navigation, this system in particular uses cameras, which are mounted onto the vehicle to help and allow the driver to see the road through his or her windshield on the monitor for smooth and easy driving, and could also help in preventing accidents from occurring. In the video, there are game-like elements that happen when arrows and other objects are being put onto the screen, which makes it even easier and cooler. But this feature may not be useful, especially for Uber drivers, as some of the systems show the house number as they drive by or after passing the location. But we can see how this feature can be super useful, especially if you're a person who gets super nervous while driving on the road. This feature might help you reduce those nerves. Vehicle-to-vehicle, or V2V, communication. One of the downsides or disadvantages to the technological age is its increasing level of distracted driving, which has led to many accidents and fatalities each and every year. But, on the contrary, one of the upsides or advantages is that distracted driving may soon be alleviated or reduced with the inventions of the V2V systems. The concept was hatched by the NHTSA, or National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, where the situations that could involve an impending crash, such as another vehicle running over a red light, therefore enabling the cars to send signals to the other in order to warn drivers, thus allowing them to act accordingly. This new high-tech technology is still being tested, modified, and developed, but we are hoping to see a full blossom within the next few years as it can help save and protect many lives. Well, these are some of the futuristic inventions that we hope to see soon in the automobile industry, as they would make our lives so much more easier with all these new innovations. So guys, that's all for today's videos. If you like this video, then give the video a thumbs up and smash the subscribe button so that you will never miss any updates.